probably spent a pretty fair amount of time in my life, when I was younger, of course, making fun of my parents and grandparents whenever they would search the house over for their reading glasses. And you know where they were. They're sitting right on top of their head. Or whenever they were looking for a pen, that pen they just had a pen. It was just right here, and I just can't figure out what I've done with it. And and they went kind of looking around and trying to find it. Jason already did it. And I'd always be like, is there something on your head you want to itch? Is there something? And of course, there they'd go and do that, and there it would be on their ear or it'd be in their pocket. I don't laugh at them much about that anymore. It's become my reality as I am their children or their child. I spend an awful lot of time looking for my glasses. And I spend a lot of time looking for my keys. And I always am in hunt for the pen that I just had. And usually I've kind of trained myself recently that whenever I can't find one of these things that I know I just had, to stop and pat myself down. And 9 times out of 10, the pen's in my ear or my pocket, my glasses are on my head, and my keys are in my hand. It's really bad whenever your 5-year-old says, "Dad, they're in your hand." And we've spent the last 10 minutes tearing up the house. It's easy to lose sight of things sometimes, even whenever they're right in front of you. I feel like even with God, it's a common thing to do. The presence of God in my life is very evident. His power is displayed all around us. The way that He's blessed us, the greatness of God is always very near and very evident. But in whatever this life is, the busyness of it, the rush of it, the distractedness of it, it's easy to not see God there before us and with us all the time. Or it is for me. So I like this passage. As I was reading this one, I thought, man, it's a good passage. Psalm 96. Sing to the Lord a new song. Sing to the Lord, all the earth. Sing to the Lord, praise His name. Proclaim His salvation day after day. Declare the glory among the nations, His marvelous deeds among all the peoples. For great is the Lord and most worthy of praise. He is to be feared above all gods. For all the gods of the nations are idols, but the Lord made the heavens. Splendor and majesty are before Him. Strength and glory are in His sanctuary. Ascribe to the nations, O families of nations. Ascribe to the Lord glory and strength. Ascribe to the Lord the glory due His name. Bring an offering and come into His courts. Worship the Lord in the splendor of His holiness. Tremble before Him, all the earth. Sawyer was sharing with us in our class upstairs Sunday morning how they try to remind their kids every once in a while. Their kids will say something like, "Wow, that was awesome." And then they try to remind their kids, well, when you think about what's awesome, what's really awesome? Awesome is a word that is used to describe God. And if God is awesome, then what else is, right? Really nothing. God alone is this great, awesome, powerful creator. We spend a lot of time, even in our own house, trying to teach our kids and help them understand that God is sufficient for them no matter what it is, whether they're afraid even as they go to bed in the darkness, or if they have something going on at school, or if they're nervous to do something, that God is big enough and powerful enough and sufficient for their lives to get them through the night or to get them through whatever it is that they have. And as we're sitting here trying to convince them how great and awesome God is, like I said before, sometimes I forget in my own life how powerful and wonderful He is, and right here before us all the time. So as we go through our week, and as we go through our busy, distracted, mindless, it seems like sometimes life, or where we're not paying attention, Let's try to remember how great God is, how wonderful a God that we serve, the salvation that we have, and the blessings that we have as His children every day. Our God truly is awesome, and there's none like Him. If you need your church tonight, please come while we stand and sing.